Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, so dominant. Paying homage to the cats in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. 50 tripping in 10 boots. As they cook my game plan, let my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause at the Knicks we ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo with the square space that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. And 50 dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew, so here's a few bars to shine like stars divine the Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it. Yes. What's good, everybody? What's going on? Knicks Real Talk Game Day. Divine Shot. We in the building. Knicks at San Antonio down in the Alamo tonight. 8 o'clock, man. We got to get back and get off this 4-game skid. We're going to get into all that and break it all down. But first and foremost, I hope everybody had a good day today, man. They ain't here with Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. About to get it popping. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. My man Jermaine in the building, Dwayne, Johnny Davis, Punch Nice. Tim, everybody, I appreciate y'all getting in tonight with us, man. We get into it, man. It's been a pretty abysmal last 4 games. But Shaw Powers, we live to fight another day. What's good, my brother? Glad to see you feeling better. And everything and everybody out there going into the next year. Happy New Year to everybody. Shaw Powers, what's popping?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. For everybody that gave me speedy recoveries and all that good stuff. Much love to everybody in the chat. Much love to everybody out the canal. I see you. Punch Nice, I see you. Johnny Davis, I see you. And everybody else that I can't really see from that on. But with that being said, salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. We got a game down in San Antonio tonight. Y'all already know what it is, man. After Knicks took that L the other night in the most hard way, we wasn't too happy about that, but we down in the Alamo Knicks game day. We here, me and Shaw Powers. We just got to get back at it, man. I'll try to get off this 4-game skid, try to find a way to redeem ourselves, man, and against a young team like them who got a lot of talent down there. But this the game day, man. I'm still super excited about it. That game was a slip away. They didn't, like I said, they didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. Them boys did not beat us the other night. Let's not get it twisted. The Knicks beat themselves the other night. It took a 60 point, 20 rebound, 10 assist game from Luka Doncic to beat the Knicks. And the only reason they won that game is because we fell victim to some free throws and we didn't read on that ball in the last couple of seconds of that game. And there's a couple of reasons why we didn't do it. We'll talk about that later. But over in that, man, we got to live to fight another day. We still 18-17. We moved down to 7th in the Eastern Conference, but we still right there for the takers, man. I'm disappointed that we lost, but I'm not disappointed so far with moving forward with the season. I still think we got a lot to accomplish moving forward. But it starts tonight, man. We just got to find a way to break that skid, Shaw Powers, and see if we can go out there in San Antonio against that team, man. Don't take it for granted. They got Johnson, all these guys, Dressel, Jack Pole, all them guys. So don't sleep on them and don't let it be a trap game. But I hope we can get back up the skid tonight and get this win. I think it'd be real good for us. Yeah,
the last game we played was a rough game, and like we talked about, Divine, the reason why the Knicks lost that game and the reason why the Mavericks won that game because they had, I don't want to say they had to, but they had to. Luka had to score 60 points, and in order for them to beat the New York Knicks, just like we had a couple of other games where oh man, I forgot his name off the tip of my head. He had to score 40-something points. These teams are coming in here trying to really prepare against the Knicks. You know what I mean? So salute to Luka for getting out there and whatever. Some bad calls, but it was a learning experience for our young guys. You know what I mean? Maybe like almost playoff type style intensity. Big name player on the court. You know what I mean? It's a guy that, is unstoppable, top 5 in the NBA right now, probably in scoring or something like that. Big game that he had against us. So it was a learning experience, and you know, we beat ourselves. You know what I mean? There's could have been some other things that could have been implemented. You know, at the foul line at that last go round, could have put Isaiah in there, Sims. You could have did a whole bunch of other things, but you know, free throws killed us. So that's one of my big things for this New York Knicks team. They've been on a slide in free throws. These last games, these last 4 games that we lost pretty much by free throws. You know what I mean? So with that being said, tonight is another team that you can't sleep on. You got Big Pop over here, one of the best coaches in the NBA realm. If he's not the top 5 in the whole NBA, you know, he is a big time coach, and he made players. He has coached players that you never knew who they were until they played with Popovich. And I mean, he really put teams together and strategized teams with a defensive mentality and learned how to score. You know what I mean? No one knew who Ginobili was or all these other guys. You know who Tim Duncan was. You know who Robinson was. You know those guys. But you know the guys that was on the outer realms, you didn't know who they were until you start seeing Pop put his emphasis on how to play basketball. So with that being said, we can't take this team for like, this is an NBA team, and you can win any time at any game. I mean, and we cannot go over there. We need to win these next 2 games. So we got to get out there. They're on a little slide right now. We're out a couple of players, and we got to go in there and try to punch them in the mouth.
Yeah, real talk. I couldn't say it better myself. My brother Greg Popovich is the creme de la creme when it comes to coaching.
Word up.
He really is, man. Salute to the chat. Jay Boogie was popping. My brother, keep bringing that fire out there. Beautiful video. It did well over the holiday season for us, man. So salute to my man Jay Boogie. You know what it is. Cash out James. Salute to you as well. Fabian, Pudge, Knight, everybody in the building. Canal, Johnny. Listen, man, this is what it is. Knicks, the last 4 games, the losing streak we've been on, we gave a couple of the games away. You know, I know everybody's feeling kind of going the other way right now. Now you hear all of the noise started coming out. They fired Tibbs, blah, blah, blah. Listen, the Knicks beat themselves in these games. They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. The game against the Chicago Bulls, we literally had up 1 or 2, 4 free throws, missed them all. You know, that we beat ourselves. Like Sharp Power said from the charity strike, we kind of regressing, going back to what we did last year. Or the past year. It ain't never the last year for me, but you know, the past year we started regressing a little bit. You know, we started to get back into them bad habits from there and the defense standpoint. And I'll put up some of them statistics later on, but you know, I think that's where we've been the last couple of games, man. Free throw shooting, and our defense took a little step back, you know, for whatever reason it may be. But that game against Dallas, that was ours in the bag. 9 points with 33 seconds. That was a Reggie Miller recite, you know what I mean, in the Garden years ago. You just can't have that. You got to close them games out and put the pedal to the metal, man. And when you got somebody like that, 9 points with 33 seconds, you don't want to lose a game like that, you know. And that's why it hurt a little bit from a Knicks fan standpoint that you could have that type of lead in with 33 seconds, not a minute, 33 seconds, 33 seconds, and you blow a 9-point lead. Whatever the reason it may be, because of tiredness or not a lack of this or that, who knows? But no matter what, you don't lose that game. But you know, it's a live and learn. You live and you learn. You move on to the next one, and hopefully tonight against that young team down there, man. Listen, they might be lottery bound, but Keelan Johnson and like I said, Vessel and Shohan. And was the sitting in pole to pole, if I'm saying that right, Jock Pole, something like that. You still got Doug McDermott down there. You got some guys down there who can play basketball. And, you know, we can't sleep on these guys tonight. We got to go out there and really pretend like we playing the high echelon team. Because if not, you can mess around and come out in San Antonio tonight and lose the game. I don't think we should lose the game no matter how decimated we are from an injury standpoint. I still think overall skill set, talent, I think Julius Randle is better than any one of them players on there. I think at the emergence of Quentin Grimes and Mitch Robinson going to have a good matchup against this guy, Jock Pole, because he's a physical dude. He got a little bit of skill to him, but Mitchell Robinson been playing dominant basketball for the Knicks. Make no mistake about it. He's been killing it. So I do think that we just got to stay optimistic and keep fighting, man. And I think tonight we come out of that. And I agree with you, Raymond. I'm proud of the effort, man. And that's one thing, you got to take the good with the bad. I'm glad you put that out there, Raymond. That we've been playing with a lot of effort though. Some of the things we talked about early in the year, they not doing. I think the difference was the other night on that last play where Lucas shot that missed free throw. I think the only thing that happened to me that I seen was McBride should have boxed them out instead of going for the rebound. But it happened. He young, so I get it. He wanted to make sure he helped the Knicks secure the rebound. But you also got to always keep an eye on the shooter, because that's pretty much what it is that he shot that ball knowing that he's going to try to make it go to the spot where he wanted to be at. And so happened McBride went to go for that rebound instead of boxing him out and allow Luka to get the rebound. So and it happens, man. But that's why we want to play the young players, so they can learn off their mistakes and gain that experience. So at the same time, much as we want to play the young guys, that was a young guy mistake. But you know what? I don't have a problem with it, because it also lets them have a learning experience. So, and I'm good with it, man. But we got to get out there tonight and get a popping, pound these cats tonight, man, and see if we can come out there with a victory shot powers. And I thought to tell the tape right quick, we'll see what we up against from their perspective. And ours, obviously, right now, if you look at the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, right now the Knicks is 64. This Knicks Real Talk tell of the tape. Knicks Real Talk tell of the tape. Nobody else is 6-4. We've been in the last 10 games. They 5-5. We scoring 117. They scoring 115. We rebound on 48. That once was close to 50. They rebound at 41%. Assists 23%. They 25%. Field goal percentage 47. They 49. But the 3-point shooting for the Knicks in the last 10 games have been pretty good. 38 for us and 36 for them. The numbers look pretty good for us, man. But we just got that defense is part of that rebounding. We got to really make sure we get back into doing that, man. Salute to Mitchell Robinson the other night. He was definitely doing what he had to do to keep the rebound numbers up. But that's defense right there. But overall, the tail of the tape is not too much in the last 10 games. They 5-5. They've been playing 500 basketball. We playing a little bit over 500. So it ain't just a game you can't take lightly. That's why we got to do what we do at the rebounding spot, is dominate the rebounding side of the ball. And obviously, we have to take care of that. We scoring a couple more points more than them. But a 3-point ball, shoot to the Knicks, man, shoot it well. But that, and Quentin Grimes, shot powers, the brother was locked in the other night, and he was really in his bag, man. Now, what can I say about that dude?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna shine, man. I think I said in the chat, man. I was looking for him and IQ to shine, and they really played some real good basketball the last game. And I mean, coming down the stretch, and they made a couple of errors, a couple of bad calls, and a couple of turnovers. But overall, the free throws, man. We made 5 more. We missed, I think, 10 or 11 free throws. We make 5 more. We don't even have it. We don't even go into overtime. So it is what it is. Grimes really came out and shot a shot. And we always talk about, I see why they the caveat to why they did not want to put him in any trades. They seen something in this guy, and he's not just 3-and-D. He could drive the ball, he can shoot a short jump shot, and he can pass the ball as well. So kudos to him. I see Quentin Grimes being here for a long, long time, man. I understand a little bit more why he was not in any of those trade rumors, or why they didn't want to give him up. It really shows now. And as he gets more acclimated with more minutes and stuff like that, he starts getting a couple more shots. He may have 20-25 points tonight. With RJ being down, he's going to get some more touches tonight because RJ is going to be down, so he's going to be shooting some more shots. And he's really, I said, in preseason, man, that I think he's going to be a shining star, and he's really starting to shine like a diamond. He's starting to really come into his own. And let this be. I've seen this a couple of things in Twitter about, they say Grimes is this type of defender, and how he let Luka score 60. Luka scored 40, 30, 35 points every night. No problem. They needed him to score 60 points in order to beat us. So I've looked at it, man. If he scores 48 points, they lose. 48 points, they lose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so he had to score that 60. He's a big time player. Like I said, top 5, maybe even top 3 in the league. You know what I mean? But he's a hard cover. He's like 6'7" point guard, and he's a bruiser, and he knows how to slow his game down and how to speed it up, and when he needs to shoot the shot, and if he gets hot, he start cooking. You know what I mean? And he played great defense on him. He did play pretty decent defense on him, Luka just had a benefit of knowing how to take the young boy to school. You know what I mean? That's all that is. So, but back to Grimes, man. Grimes plays hard basketball, man. He's learning how to cut. He's learning how to move without the ball, and he's knocking the shot down. So what else can you say about Quentin Grimes, man? I hope he continues to do that the rest of this year healthy.
Yeah, that shot looked pretty though. Whew.
Every time he shoot it, I think it's going in, man. Every time he take that too little, he gets the ball, he doesn't even plant his feet good. It's like a 1-2 step and he's up in the air. 1-2 to feet and he's right up in the air and it's pure. It's like a pure shot. Every time he shoots, it looks like he's gonna drop. Especially if it's on the left hand side. When he's on the left hand, he loves that left hand side. I mean, to me, watching, I see him shoot a lot of shots from that left hand side, and he's pretty awesome from that left hand side. That he likes those wings, those mid on the circle. He likes those, not too much in the corner, not too much at the top, but those on the wings, he kills those.
Yeah. He really is. He's impressive, man. And like I said, you said, they see why they didn't want to put him in that trade. When can you get somebody like that doing that for $2 million? You understand? Right. $2 million. The cat dropping 33 to get D with the best of them and got playmaking skills. And I see why they didn't want to give him up in the Donovan Mitchell trade. I kid you not, bro. You could have let a lot of people go in the mix, but I'm glad they kept him. He's gonna be that dude, bro. He's gonna be that dude. I think my man just said, with my brother Fabian said he think Jalen Brunson might start tonight. To project the lineup that I have for tonight, believe it or not, was these cats right here. Because they probably come out in another half hour with the final one. But I had believe it or not, these cats right here in the starting lineup. I had Quickly, Grimes, Jericho Sims, Randall, and Robinson. The reason why I did that because we need them other two guys to back. We need Derrick Rose and McBride to back up these guys. So I didn't project them being in the starting lineup. And being that they're not playing Cam Reddish and they're not playing Fournier, I think that got a lot to do with trade, like I said in the last stream, because they don't want him to get hurt. I figured, Harkstein could back up him, and you could throw Jericho Sims in for now. So somebody's gonna play substantial minutes. If Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish don't play tonight, these guys gonna play a substantial amount of minutes tonight. So that was my projected starting lineup for the Knicks. For us tonight. Let's let me stay that way. But for the San Antonio Spurs tonight, let me let you know what they was rolling with out there on for the game tonight. They had Tyrus Jones. Yeah, they had Trey Jones. Vessel's out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He won't be playing. Keelan Johnson, Shohan, and Jacob Pulte. That's I always try to get his name wrong, but I definitely think Devin Vessel is out. My man Keelan Johnson was a probable, but I think Shohan and Pulte will be there. So we don't know what the final one going to be. And if you guys get it, I appreciate it if y'all heard about it, whatever the case may be. But that's what I got going out there on the floor tonight. And they said he's questionable tonight. I'm not 100%, but I think my man Fabian said he's projected to start tonight. So if Fabian chat stands truth to power, then he'll be starting.
Who Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's last I seen he was questionable or game time decision or something like that. Let me look it up again.
Yeah, it was game time decision, and so we'll see. I think I think we got to sit him. But I'm truly, this is, hey guys, I keep saying this let me bring this out right quick. I keep saying this every stream just about for the last 10 games. If they don't play Cam Reddish tonight in Evan Fournier, you got to know the only reason they're not playing them because they don't want them to get injured. That's the only reason. And I said this last year, which I still think that it really what it is. I think they do not want to get them cats hurt because they're going to trade them, period. And I wouldn't play him neither, because that you mess around and trade and hurt one of them guys, and there you go, the value drop. You can't trade them. Nobody gonna want a player that's injured. So that's the only reason I think that we don't see Cam Reddish. We're not seeing Cam Reddish. It don't have nothing to do with his skill set. It don't have nothing to do with what he's thinking of joining, because he wasn't. I think it got a lot to do with the front office not taking a risk of letting that boy get hurt. And in another month from now or 2 weeks from now, he can't get traded because he got an injury. That's the only reason. You know, Shaw Powell, if you put everything in a nutshell, that's the only reason I can see why they're not playing. You know, Evan Fournier started down there the whole season for the Knicks last year. You know, and Cam Reddish had his chance to burn, and he was playing well. But I think when it got down to that 9-man rotation, and I think that the front office and I think his management team probably said, listen, if you ain't gonna play him, don't play him. We don't want him to get injured, because we got to make sure he get to the next team and be able to show and prove so he can get some money. So and not to deviate from what we're talking about for the game show, the game day show, but I do think that had a lot to do with it, ladies and gentlemen. I just think that Cam Reddish, if he don't play tonight, that literally tells me that there's no justification why he don't play tonight, unless they're going to trade him and they don't want him to get injured. That's it. So we'll see how it goes, man. But next man up, whoever's on the court, they got to go in there and make it happen. I like the way we've been playing, and I'm really excited about that. Salute to my man Gilberto Barros from Brazil in the building. Salute to my man Gilberto, hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that subscribe button and come and join the family, because we in the building. Kevin Middleton in the building. We got Darren in the building. Fabian, Pudge, Nice, Raymond. Everybody, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Knicks Real Talk Game Day, Divine Shaw Powers. We in the building, man. Hoping that we can find a way to recover, get back to some winning basketball, and and try to for this, just don't let this thing linger. We gotta hope we can snap this thing tonight, man. Snap this thing, get that negative and that bad taste out your mouth, and try to win this game, man, and move on. I'm happy about the young guys getting a chance to play. I don't have a problem with them making mistakes and losing games because of mistakes, because it's a learning experience. What they're doing now going to benefit them in the second half of the season. So even though my man McBride had 14 the other game, Sims and them contributing, you see what see what my man Grimes is doing, what Quickly is doing now, down RJ Barrett in that game because he went out with a finger. Him and Jalen Brunson, we still only lost that game, but we lost it by. Could you imagine those two cats would have played the whole game? We probably would have blew them cats out. So that's why I say don't look so much at the negative things that we out there, man. Just think that what we could have been like if RJ didn't go down, if Jalen Brunson wasn't hurt. I think Knicks walk out that thing with an easy win. And salute to Quentin Grimes, defense and Tim Hardaway. Capped them. So that was nice. But we just got to keep it going, man, and hope that we can rebound tonight, Shaw Powell, in the best way. Go out there against these young guys. Don't take it for granted, because like I said, they got some young talent down there. They might not be playoff worthy, but they still got good NBA talented players. A lot of good young picks coming from. I like the situation that they're in right now, man. Because they San Antonio in a good spot, and for just like the Knicks, and with the coming to the organization wide, so they got some good picks coming up. They still got some cap money. They got rid of Devontae Murray, got that money off the books, and they still playing decent basketball. So salute to RC Buford and them guys, and Greg Popovich down there, man. That organization playing some pretty good. They make some good strategy moves to be in a rebuild. And for them, they got a chance to still go out there and get some of the best picks in the draft this year. So, but they got some good talent on the roster. So you can't take Keelan Johnson for granted. That cat can play. I'm happy to see what Shohan can do tonight. I don't want to do nothing that's gonna kill a Knicks shot power, but me and you want him in the draft. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I really want to see what he's gonna do. What his game is like, but they got a good team, man. So let's don't take it for granted. Go out there and get this W, get to 19 or 17, and move back up in the standards a little bit, man, and continue to grind. And I think that's what we got to do.
Yeah. Like I said, they got a good, young, strong team there. A great coach, and they're playing 500 basketball. So their record is not. I think they're maybe 11th in the West or something like that, 10th, 11th. I don't think they're 12th. I think Houston is worse than them, I think. But, 10th, 11th, 12th, something like that. These guys are going to come out, and this is New York, so, they're going to want to come out and play some good basketball. I've seen some things out here. I don't know how true it is. This is on Clutch Points. They're projecting RJ Barrett to play tonight. And they're saying that Brunson is questionable. That means, it's a possibility. I don't know. I've seen something else on
he out, bro. He out for about 2 weeks, a week or two.
Yeah, all right. That's
definitely not playing. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, he's out. That lacerated finger really gonna
Damn, that must have been really, really bad. I've seen the play and I didn't even see how bad it is. I thought he broke the finger or something like that, but at least it's on the right hand. So let's see what happens. And this one's saying that Jalen Brunson is, questionable as well. So, with that being said, and like you said, the last game, if we had had, we could have probably seen something a little different, with Luka scoring if RJ was there, maybe, if Brunson played, we might have seen a little bit of difference in the basketball, how they, could have scored the ball and stuff like that. Who knows? You know what I mean? But on to the next one. Tonight, we can't take this team lightly. We got to get out there and let's see Mitchell Robinson do about 5 back to the basket, turn around, jump hook shots to the back of the back of the backboard and get some shots in there. I like seeing him doing those couple of big man moves that he played in the last game. Let's see if he could do some of them more tonight.
Yeah, real talk. Just to follow up with Shop Powell. On the Knicks injury report, now you see on the screen, RJ Barrett, lacerated finger, questionable Jalen Brunson, sore right hip, Obi Toppin displacement, fracture right fibula head. He's definitely going to be out a little bit more longer. I would whoever the next man up, let's go get it tonight. And I can say this, man, just to piggyback into Mitchell Robinson, this cat been bringing it for the Knicks, bro. What I always said, throw the ball down in the post to him. I always said he's gonna make the shot, he gonna get fouled, or he can always kick it back out or something. But I was glad to see Julius Randle early in the game throw that ball down in the post to Mitchell Robinson. When you got an advantage at the center spot, let him eat. Let the man eat. And Christian Willis, he's not a great defensive player, so he ain't had nothing for him. I'm like, man, when I seen Julius Randle throw that ball down in the post, I'm like, Nick should have been doing that for the last 3 years. When Mitch Robinson got when he got a advantage of the paint, or he posted up and he got the advantage from the positioning standpoint, get him the ball. Just get him the ball and let him see what he's gonna do with it. And I think the other night he really showed what he could do with it. So I was really super excited about that, man. Mitchell Robinson 20 and 16, certain amount of blocks. He kept us in that game, literally. I just wish he had one more thing in him, or we could have grabbed that rebound. But like I said, things happen, man. But he said Brunson is out tonight.
They're saying Brunson. Yeah, I got this one. This one more reputable. They're saying Brunson and RJ out.
Yeah. Real talk. So you know what? And them two was out the other night. We still almost won the game. Reason why he only played a minute. He didn't have a minute or something in the game. He hurt the finger, I guess. So I mean, for them to lose, them guys to still battle the way they did. To me, you can be disappointed that we lost the game. You can't be disappointed the way we played the game. Other than our defense got to get back to what we do. We've been giving them a little bit too many points in the last couple of games, man. So we got to kind of get that rectified. But overall, Quentin Grimes, RJ, him and Randall Randall, Grimes, they got to be, and quickly been playing some good basketball for us too. He didn't score a lot, but yeah, Daniel almost 20 assists, 15 assists the other night, something like that. So they've been playing good ball, man. They just caught a couple of bad breaks here and there, especially with the foul shooting, missing a couple of clutch free throws. Other than that, man, we could be sitting at 21 or something right now. So I mean, we live to fight another day, man. And I think tonight we go in there and do what we do, undermanned as we may be. But like I said, Brunson and RJ out. If you don't see them guys that I talked about earlier, that lets you know. But I think McBride played pretty decent the other night. Hartenstein been playing good ball. The Knicks team been playing good ball. There's just a couple of bad breaks, man. And like the DeRozan one, couldn't bring the defense to the forefront on that shot last night. Couldn't get a rebound. You know what I mean? But just the reason why you got to that point, because we missed all the free throws. You know what I mean? So I think that's what it really boiled down to. But I'm looking for a good game tonight. I think Tim Smith. I think he gets that tonight.
I was about to say.
I think him and Randall and quickly. Our offense going to run through Randall quickly, Grimes and Randall. and Mitchell Robinson. And I think that's what they're going to have to win this game. I would love to see Cam Reddish tonight. I would love to see Fournier tonight. But like I said, guys, I think the writing's on the wall with that. It would shock me if they do it tonight, which I hope they will. But I think the writing is on the wall. But so we got to play with the men we got. Gerald Cassell get out there and contribute, and Harkenstein do what he do. I don't know, man. Is who else can you put out there? Derrick Rose, obviously, we still got D Rose there, so we're gonna need everybody, man. We're gonna need all 8 or 9 of these dudes tonight. If that's all it's gonna be, Shot Powers, and go in there and play some Nick basketball for 48 minutes, up and down the court, play some defense, hit them free throws, man. Hit them. I think we still come out this thing, and then we go to Houston, and we can get the Houston win. And out of all that we went through, we still 20-17. And with a plethora of injuries and playing a little bit, reverting back to a little bit like he was last year. But other than that, you still got to be excited about 18-17, 7th in the Eastern Conference. We down key player. We could 2 of our big 3 players, and we still fighting. So that tells me a lot about the character of this team. They didn't fight every night, man. They go fight every night. Now you can't take that from the Knicks. They might not be winning these games, but them cats fighting though, and that's what I'm excited about. Shaw, they fighting hard.
I'm definitely going to say this. Kudos to Julius Randle. Julius Randle, in these last couple of games, has been very team oriented. He really is, especially with Jalen Brunson being out the last game. He really looked for Grimes a lot. He looked for IQ a lot. He passed the ball to Mitchell Robinson more than I think I've seen him pass to Mitchell Robinson since they've been playing together. In that last game. He is sharing the ball. He is sharing the ball, and he's believing in the team and his guys. He's starting to believe with Grimes. He's starting to believe with IQ. Before, and I think he could have took the ball over in the 4th quarter of that game, but he didn't. He deferred to a lot of his players and let them score and make shots. And when they needed a basket or something, you see Julius Randle jet down to the hole and go do that bully ball that he loves to do and either get the foul or lay the ball up. So I want to give kudos to Julius Randle. At least that's what I seen. You know what I mean? Me as a fan, I seen him deferring to Quentin Grimes, deferring to giving the ball up. You know what I mean? When sometimes we would see Julius last year dribble the ball for 9 seconds and get in trouble and then make the pass when you only got 2 seconds left. He was getting the ball out like they were Jalen Brunson per se. So I want to kudos. That's what I seen as a Knicks fan. So I think tonight we do some of the same. You know, we're going to need help from Deuce McBride tonight. I hope he could get out of his slump. I keep saying he's going to turn it around in a second. We need to see Sims out there tonight. Maybe we might even see a little Swev tonight. We might even see a couple of minutes from him out there tonight to see what he can put out there. He's about 6'5", 6'7", something like that, and he can shoot a jumper. So we might see him because, as you said, Divine, and I already put it, the writing's on the wall for me. If I seen 4 or 5 games ago, we could have used 5, 6, 7 games ago, we could have used Cam Reddish, and he did not play. He was DMP coach's decisions, DMP CD coach's decision. So he's gone. I mean, you know, from me watching the Knicks, being a Knicks fan, I believe he's gone. I believe Evan Fournier is gone. Like you said earlier in the stream, Devon, they don't want to put these guys out there and they twist the ankle or hurt a foot, break a finger, and it end up to being something like that. I had his name, Iman Shumpert, trade, like they're getting ready to trade him. He hurt himself. Oh, we don't want him now. You could keep him. Right. So I think that's more on the lines of what they're doing. They're working to getting. I don't want to sound so harsh, but they're looking to move these guys. I mean, get rid of these guys. They probably by the next couple of days, you'll never know. You know what I mean? Knicks are sneaky. Sometimes they might come out here and surprise you with something. You may see you may see Cam gone, and you may see Evan Fournier going pretty soon.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, Lewis, look, last I heard on the Obi Toppin situation, they say he's much better. He's feeling better and everything. I know it's been 2 to 3 weeks. They said, they reevaluate him. But from what I heard today, they were saying he's feeling much better and they think they're looking better. So I don't know how much that can help you, but that's the last report that I got of him, Lewis. Salute to the chat, man. Lewis.
Yeah, only in January.
Yeah, Darren, Wayne, Tim Smith, everybody. Salute to the chat, Jermaine. Knicks about to go down here to San Antonio and the Alamo tonight and see if they can, buck the Spurs, man, and try to take these cats out of here and get the 19-17 and get a game back. We can get the 19-17 tonight. And Houston is a tough. I mean, they got a nice young squad down there, but they still in the process of trying to get it together. We can kind of get these last 2 games decimated as we are. You might see Jalen Brunson Friday, but to me, I will hold him out till we get back home. Hold him out till we ready for him. Put it like that.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Yeah, you don't need to push it just to try to get a win. I think we can win with what we got. Let Jalen Brunson sit down till we get back to New York. RJ will be out for about a week and maybe a little more, whatever. Hold them cats out, and after New Year's, you could bring them cats back in here, and hopefully they'll be ready to go. Hopefully after the New Year, you get Obi, Jalen Brunson, and RJ back. That's a big. That's your depth right there. You know what I mean? So the thing is, it remains to be seen. We just got to keep grinding, man. We're gonna lose some games. I didn't think we'd lose 4 in a row. But I think the Chicago game, like I said, that we lost that on our own. Even that Toronto game, we should have won that. We were playing a certain type of way. So we got to just get back at it, man. Don't get too discouraged as a Knicks fan because it's peaks and valleys. Right now, we were at a peak with 8 in a row. We hit a valley. You know what I mean? And we get a peak back again. But it's going to take us to get healthy and get back on the defense side of the ball, which I think we've been kind of lacking, even from a rebounding perspective, because we were dominating cats on the rebounding side of the ball, which is defense. And but when we lost some players, man, it happens. So it's the NBA. It's a long season. We're approaching 36 games tonight. We'll be at 40 halfway through the season next week. In the next 5 games, so we just got to maintain and tread water until we get healthy. Get some of our soldiers back to go to war with, and then we'll take it from there, man. But so far, so good though. But I would love for us to win that game tonight, man. I think that'd be a really good thing for the Knicks. They can go in there and win that game tonight because Spurs, they 14th in the West. They at the bottom pretty much with the Houston Rockets. And we got them 2 guys coming up back to back. They're 11-23. The Houston Rockets 10-24. So they definitely at the bottom of the barrel. So I hope we can keep them there. But this also could be a trap game as well. So let's hope that this one become a trap game for the Knicks, and we just go out there and do what we got to do with limited resources. And because we got injuries out there and go ahead and try to beat these cats, man. And but they got a lot of good young energy out there, man. They still got the veteran Doug McDermott out there. They got cats who could put the ball in the hole. And like Shaw said at the beginning of the stream, they were on the top 5 coaches that ever coached in the NBA playing against them guys tonight. GP Greg Popovich is a real deal. You know what I mean? So you can't take it for granted. But also I don't think they got nobody down there talented as Julius Randle neither. I think they got some up and coming young players, but ain't none of them Julius Randle. You know what I mean? And so I think Julius Randle got to be that guy for one night, be that guy like we talked about the other night in the stream. And I think I was so glad the way that the game just to prove a point, not to prove a point, but to kind of see where we were at when I said, listen, superstars carry you home. And we said that in the beginning of the stream the other night, and Luka Doncic carried them home. That's the difference between our team right now. We just don't have that guy like Luka Doncic, like Kevin Durant, who can carry you home. What that dude do the other night, we shut that team down. He carried them home. He put the Dallas Mavericks on his back, said, I'm going to take you home. And once we get to that guy right there, then I think the Knicks will really be saying something. But I'm still happy with the guy that we have now. But that was the difference in that game to me. They had Luka Doncic. We didn't have a Luka Doncic. That was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to piggyback right off of what you said, Divine, with having a superstar, you can rely on him. So as the Knicks, as a lot of people talk about this mid team and all this stuff, you have to do all the little things, the pushing the pace, the grabbing the rebounds, and hitting your free throws in order to win these games. So I understand what superstar means, but when I really talk about pushing the pace, grabbing the rebounds and hitting free throws. With this caliber team of talent that we have right now, we have to be, you know, almost perfect. You know what I mean? 85% from the free throw line. We have to out rebound teams 8, 10, 12, 15 rebounds. And we have to also push the pace and hit our 3-point shot. Now, I mean, that's how we win, because we have what, you know, everybody says, these B-ish level guys that we have on the team. This good talent, role players type of team that we have. We have to do the extra. We have to do the extra rebounding, the making sure when we get to the free throw. They got to the free throw line like 25 times the other night. And I mean, I'm not, you know, they, even though Dallas got to the line more, but we still got to the line 25 times. But we only made 14 rebounds. I mean, 14 shots. That you can't do that. 25 times the line, you got to hit like 22. You know, you got to hit numbers like that. And we had the guys that was at the line usually hit good shots. You know what I mean? So to caveat what you just said, that's how we a mid-level team wins games, by doing the little things, those 50-50 balls, those hitting your free throws when you get to line, especially like the Knicks. They get to the line about 25 times a night.
Yeah, real talk. That's facts right there, man. When you don't have that talent like that, you got to rely on the whole team.
Right. You got to.
It's a team effort, and it's always a team effort. But like I said, it could be nice when your team ain't got a popper, but you got that dude who could take you home. And that's what we hope that R.J. Julius would become. Would become up, or Jalen Brunson. They're not there yet, but we need a guy like that. Like, no, in crunch time, I'm gonna make the right play. Whether I make the shot, whether I make the pass, whether I make the rebound. See, it wasn't about Luka Doncic. Out of all the stuff he did that night, you know, the biggest thing he did, got a rebound.
Yep.
Rebound for the putback. So it's the little things, man. It don't gotta be a shot. You know, it don't have to be that. It could be, did you make the right pass? Did you box somebody out? Was you in the right position to do whatever? So it's not always about the offense all the time. It's about, you know, all the other little things, man. And like I said, you know, there was no fault of Deuce McBride, but because he's, you know, you follow the ball, you see your eyes see the ball, you see the ball. So when he shot that shot, when Lucas shot that free throw and it came on the rim, he was looking to get a rebound, but in essence, he should have boxed him out. You know, just got in the back. I'm like, I'm gonna leave you like that. You know what I mean? Because I know what you're trying to do. But that comes with experience, though. That comes with experience. You know what I mean? He was caught up in the moment. Not his fault because it happened, but I think because if you look at the play where he was at, his duties was to make sure Luka don't get that rebound.
Right.
And it happened because he's young and it happens. It really does, man. So it's no fault to these guys, man. But you know what? We ain't gonna harp on all that. We're gonna make sure we go down there tonight and play 48 minutes, get back to playing Knicks basketball. I don't care how many guys on the court. Get back to playing Knicks basketball. And here's a number for I want everybody to chat and everybody to understand. Do you know Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett is not even in the top 20 in the most points played a game, most minutes a game? I think some people think it's only Tibbs that do this. No, it's not. Everybody plays. These cats is young. They got enough energy to go 2 days. I mean, I think me and Shaw Powers, like, you know, 48 minutes.
I'll be out for like 5-7 games.
These cats got
next week.
Nutrition. So I just put that out there because you don't think Tibbs is the only one to do it. Tibbs, our players not even in the top 20 in how many minutes played. But lately we had to be because we injured. And because they seem like they're not going to let Evan Fournier and Cam Reddish hit the floor, obviously you don't have no choice. You know what I mean? Unless you want to bring up Jeffrey the Keels or somebody, whatever. And Keels on the injured. So it just really is, man. We just got to keep battling, man. Just keep battling, everybody. It's all good out here. I'm not stressing about the Knicks, man. We 18-17. We ain't 10 games under 500. We ain't like the Spurs and the Rockets. You know, we know so we good, man. We still 7th in the Eastern Conference. Now we got a ways to go, but with this shit we're turning around. But I'd rather go through what we're going through now than later on in the season. Go through all that shit right now. Get all these bumps and bruises. Get all these losses there now. Then once your boys get back into a flow, you carry this thing through the trading deadline on into the playoffs. And I think the way to do that tonight, we just got to stop the skid tonight, Shaw Powers. Find a way to win that game tonight, just to stop the bleeding, and try to come out of San Antonio, move on over to Houston, then get up out of there and get back home. I think that's all I would love to see. I would just love to see us close this out with 2 games them 4 games we lost, but you win 2 back, it makes it feel a little better. You know what I mean? And then we can go into the second half of the season. No, we don't win 20 games already, and going into the second half of the season. So if we win 20 games now, and we still got quite a few to go before we go into next week, Knicks will be over 500, past 40, 42. I mean, on a projection to be able to win 43 to 45 games, depending on how this week go. And that's without Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, and Obi Toppin. So let's see if these cats can find a way to get it popping tonight.
Yeah, there's no question about that, man. This is a good chance to go in there and try to steal a win out. We have some prime players in there. We got Mitchell Robinson is still here. We got Julius Randle that's still here. Quentin Grimes is starting to emerge, and like I seen in the chat, I think there was a projection of IQ, Deuce, and Grimes playing starting tonight, which would be interesting. That is somewhat kind of what I thought the team would be this year. You know what I mean? With RJ at the 4, and RJ at the 3. Quentin Grimes will be coming. One of these guys will be coming off the bench. Maybe Deuce McBride, but definitely quickly IQ and Grimes with RJ. You know what I mean? So we're missing RJ. He's going to be out for about 7 days until that. I've seen some stuff over here talking about they didn't want him in, he may get infected or something like that, whatever the case may be. But tonight is a night that the Knicks need to get out there and be together. They have to get together and win tonight. And I believe they could pick up these next 2 wins, you know what I mean? And, see what happens. And like you said, Divine, I'm not opposed to seeing Jalen Brunson not back until we get back to New York. You know what I mean? He has this last couple of games that he's been playing. Maybe it's me as a Knicks fan, but he labors a little bit. You know what I mean? He hasn't been his offense hasn't been as potent as it's been, in the winning streak, 25, 24, 20 numbers like that. He's been more like teen numbers, 14, 15, getting assists up. But he's been a little looking, I don't want to say ailing, maybe a little hurt. And this hip injury may have been something that he needed to sit himself down for a little bit. It's better, like you said, Divine, that we go through this now at this point of the season than this being April. You know what I mean? Is this being April? So, and we'll see what happens when all 3 of these guys come back on the court. Jalen Brunson and RJ should be back next, by the early New Year. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson might be back when we play again Saturday. Yeah, so Jalen might be back Saturday. So let's see what happens, and let's be hopeful and see how this team goes, man. I think they get out here tonight. I think they push the pace tonight. I think Randall has a monster game tonight. I think Quentin Grimes is going to do another 25 points tonight. I hope Deuce can start hitting his shot. I love Deuce when he shoots the short jump shot from the top of the key down to the foul line. He is a threat, and if he can get free up himself to get to that around that 15, 18 feet away from the basket and shoot that 2-pointer, I think he is effective with that 2-point shot. So let's see if he can get out there. He didn't have a great game, but his defense is stellar. So let's see if he can get. He's going to definitely get tonight 22, 28. He's going to get some big minutes tonight. So let's see what he can do tonight. But I think Julius Randle is going to have a ball-out game. Grimes is going to probably have around 25 points. And let's see if Mitch can copy something that he did in that last game with a couple of down-low moves and, two bounces and dunking on somebody with the left or the right hand.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off of you with the McBride. McBride had he played 46 minutes, man. He had 14 points. Shot 5 or 6 from the charity strikes. I mean, he was getting in the lane, which we thought that was one of his Achilles heels, getting to the hole. He got to the hole, had 5 or 6 charity strike points. He didn't shoot well from downtown, but overall he's still 14. He was only a -1, but he gave us 14 points. He was like the 4th highest score that night. Obviously, Bryant had 33, Quickly had 13, but Quickly had 15 dimes, though. He was letting, oh my goodness. Mitchell Robinson, 20-piece, 16 rebounds, 2 steals. I mean, he was killing it. I'm like, and the charity strike wasn't bad. He shot 50%, but He was knocking them down in the row for a while. So they just got to continue grinding, man. And just keep playing Knicks basketball and put whatever tip throw out there you can't follow up. But to lose an overtime 126 to 121 without two of your star horses, you can't ask for nothing better than that, man. You really can't, man. You can't be mad at the Knicks for fighting the way they fought and being down RJ Barrett because he only played 2 minutes. 2 minutes, then he got hurt the other night. 0 for 1. Now he only had 1 field goal and 1 assist and nothing else. And he still was a +2 in 2 minutes. So but it happens, man. Everybody goes through injuries in the league. There's no big deal. Good game tonight. I'm really looking at tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You got Cleveland and Indiana. And obviously Indiana right tied with us for record-wise. Cleveland is a couple of games a little more than a couple now, but Cleveland beat Indiana 34-29. Then later on, you got Toronto and Memphis. That can go our way right there. And obviously, you want to see what who's that? LA and Boston. I guess that's pretty much out of the realm right now for it. But and you got Charlotte losing to OKC. So we still got some things that can go our way to help us tonight, especially that Indiana game. That you get that. We win tonight and they lose that. We get a game back on them. And we move a game ahead, probably ahead of the Heat, because the Heat got the same record as Atlanta, the Heat, everybody. So we just got to keep grinding, man. Don't just let this thing play out and let it take us where it's going to take us. But I do think that we still in a good spot right now, man. I'm not mad at where the Knicks is at. I'm really not, man, because this thing could have been a whole lot different this season. But they continue to grind and they continue to battle shot powers, and to be 18-17. And right now, and look at what they're looking at right now, and it's pretty good. They got the knowing that the next couple of games are gonna be important, like tonight. Then you got the Rockets. Then we go home for the Suns. We got the Spurs again at home. Then we go out to Toronto. But then we come back for the Bucks. We come back for the Pacers, big game. We got the Wizards, and we got the so we got the Raptors again. We got the Wizards again. The Knicks can do a lot of separation right now. And then that's that, man. Hey, my man, I'm so bossy, brother. We love everybody in the chat, but you killed me with this Nick, how would I say, a pose of Nick Venom you throwing out there. Come on, my brother, come to the other side of the pillow. I get it, but it's all good. We appreciate you up in the chat, Boss Lee. Real talk. But listen, man, salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. All that stuff, man. Let's just go in there and do what we got to do tonight. We down, man, but there's no excuses. We ain't gonna make no excuses for it. And you lose the game, you lose the game. You win the game, you win the game. You got to go in there and battle and make so bad. Dallas the other night, they ain't playing about like 6-7 guys when it came down to it. They ain't, like I said, Tim, they the only one doing this stuff, but it's all good. We just got to keep fighting, man. That's all it is. It's all about being gritty, man. Somebody kick you down, you get back up. Somebody knock you down, you get back up. And that's what it got to be. Knicks got knocked down 4 games in a row. Get back up. Get back on your horse, ride on out. And let's see if they ride on out tonight. I'm with it, man. I'm still giddy. I'll take that 18-17, and like I said, we gave a couple of games away, so I'm not mad at the Knicks. It ain't about the Knicks is not good, shot power. We literally missed some free throws and gave some games away. That's what it all down to. That's it. Nothing else, bro.
Yeah, that to me. I know. Half the chat they probably tired of hearing me say it, but hitting free throws for this team. With the type of talent they have, they need to be around 85% every night. You know what I mean? They need to be around 80, 82, 85%. If you're shooting 20, if you're shooting 20 shots and you hitting 18 of them, that's where you need to be. And I mean, they need to be in that realm, 80, 90%. I mean, 80, they got to be over 75%, man. They got to be 82, 83%. They got to, those are the things that you have to do with the talent that you have, not having a all-star, a superstar, rather, not having a superstar. So the things that you need to do, rebound the ball. You have to rebound, and you also have to hit your free throws. You know what I mean? And when it comes to pushing the pace, you have to push the pace and know how to hit that 3-point shot. And I mean, this NBA is a 3-point league right now, so you have to. And they've been doing it. They're around 38% or so in 3-point shooting now. They came all the way up about 3 weeks ago, we were talking about Knicks 29% from 3-point land. Now they're 38% or so. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens tonight, man. I'm not sleeping on this team, but I think we're gonna have some outbursts from some of the guys, like the Grimes, the IQs, and definitely Julius Randle tonight.
Yeah. Salute to my man Kareem Grant. Grant, what's poppin', Kareem? Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for coming in. You know, it is what it is, my brother. Salute to you as well. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, Kareem, man. Come and join the family, man, and get on here when we get on. Check the notifications and everything, man, when we post a show. Y'all come here when Knicks will talk and get a pop because we know we got the chat. That's where it's at. Them cats right there is the real deal up in there, man. So, you know, they make this show pop, no question. But here's something that's interesting to everybody what I was talking about earlier. Look at the last 3 players the Knicks played, or the last 3 teams. 2 of them players in the MVP conversation.
Yes.
Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. And we literally could have won all those games. Not could have. What I mean by could have, we lost the game. They didn't beat us, we beat ourselves, except for Joel Embiid just went and ran the muck. But listen, DeRozan and LaVine didn't beat us. We beat ourselves by missing 4 damn free throws. We would have hit 2 of them free throws, we would have won that game.
Yep.
Doncic beat us by missing free throws, and we didn't secure a rebound. That's it. Think about that. We played Joel Embiid, Luka Doncic, LaVine, and DeMar DeRozan in the span of 3 games. We lost them 3, but other than Joel Embiid, them other cats didn't beat us. Luka Doncic put up 60, 20, and 10, and the biggest play of the game for him was that rebound. That wouldn't mean nothing. He would have had them numbers on the losing calls. It went from a couple of rebounds and missed free throws. So that's why I tell everybody, hang in there, stay optimistic. Because think about it. No, these teams didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. We really did. And that was without Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett.
Facts. At least the last game.
Yeah, last game. They got a good team. They're 18-17. They doing everything that everybody wanted the Knicks to do. You know, you wanted the Knicks to play the young guys, they playing them. So now you don't really say that Knicks is trash when they playing the young guys because you know they're young, you know, but they still grinding. Quentin Grimes is real. This kid is legit, Shop Howard. Quickly is playing good ball. These young guys is playing. They on a winning team. Them same guys that's losing right now won 8 games in a row for us.
Facts.
Yeah. So you can't really be too upset about everything because I think Tim giving us everybody what they wanted. We wanted to see the young guys play. They got their opportunities. They playing, and they were really part of an 8-game winning streak. And even though we lost a couple of games in a row, it did to me don't tell me that the Knicks is not a good team. It tell me we just had a couple of mishaps here and there that caused us not to pull out a couple of victories. So that's why I try to stay optimistic. Shop Powell is like, listen, 18-17, we just got to get back on the winning streak. But damn, to win eight games in a row in the NBA is not an easy task to do.
Right.
That's hard to do. And so salute to them for going out there grinding hard and playing like that. We just got to hope they can continue tonight. We just got to get these 2 games, man, that take that 4-game winning streak down only that 4-game losing streak down to 2-game losing streak. Okay, then we good. You know what I mean? So let's hope they get it popping, man. I'm really looking for a game tonight. I'm looking for the Knicks. Even with all the injuries we got, I still think we go 115, 107. I think 115, 107 tonight for the Knicks. With all the injuries we got, I think Randall, I think quickly, and they got Deuce McBride in the starting lineup. That means that 1, 2, and 3 defense is legit. Thinking quickly, Grimes and McBride, that defense backcourt is legit tonight. Literally, them all defense ball players right there. And you got Mitchell Robinson at the 5 spot. Anchoring the front court, and you got these 3 cats in the back court and on the wing with Randall. I think that should be fun. Facts, Raymond Bentley, and they got energy. So you know, we playing a young team like them. We put a young team out there other than Randall. So we playing a young team against a young team. Let's go out there and see if they can get a pop tonight. But I'm gonna look for this thing tonight, man. Like I said, 115, 107. Let's see if the Knicks can snap that 4-game skid, and get ready to go to Houston on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And then on Monday we got we be back home. I think we got the Suns at 3:00 New Year's day after New Year's. So let's go get a Shot Power. I think we're gonna be good, man. But salute to the chat. Let my man Shot Power get his words out. We can get ready to get these festivities in, get your pregame meal, your nourishment, all that good stuff. And we hopefully we see you guys on the Saturday, man, on pregame show. Knicks Real Talk Game Day. We get it popping. Shot Power good.
Yeah, man. Push the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws. I think the Knicks have a great chance of winning tonight. I think Julius Randle, Quentin Grimes, and Emmanuel quickly have great games tonight. I also believe Mitchell Robinson should dominate tonight and have a mirror image of what he did the last game. With that being said, I think also we're going to win the game. I think it's going to be 170. You said one. I think it was going to be around 117 to like 106 as well, somewhere around there. I think we're going to score around 117. I think we could hold them to 103 to 106 points. Salute to you, Divine. I'm sorry. Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. I'm pretty much with Shop Howard. What I had 115, 107, so we in the same ballpark. D-Roz, if you don't see Cam tonight, let me tell you it's over. I think it's over already. I would love for Cam to drop 25 tonight. If you don't see Cam Reddish and Fournier tonight, it's a wrap. You won't see him. You won't see him on the Knicks no more. Put it like that. They done. You no way in the world you can't play the guy when we need him. So we knowing that we need him, and they don't play him tonight, they traded. They ain't not risking them boys getting hurt for nothing, So we'll leave that at that. But let's go ahead and get it tonight, man. Let's go ahead and get this game tonight, man. Make it feel good because usually when the Knicks don't win, people don't want to talk about it. But we here win or lose, Knicks because even in a loss, there's some positivity. Even in a loss, man, positivity. You know what I mean?
Learning experience for them young guys. Like I bet you Deuce McBride will box out next time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely, Shot Power. They're learning and win and losing, man. So we win or lose, man. We stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew. That's what we ready. Yeah, we're gonna bring it to you guys, man. But listen, D-Rob got 120.86. D-Rob, they're happy. I'm gonna go on the next chat. It's gonna be your show. They be 120. I'm gonna let you be the narrator that day. But let's hope they can go in and get it popping, man. Salute to D-Rob, Raymond Bentley, Charlie King. Salute. D-Rod, Kareem Grant. Kareem, thanks for coming in. Hector, my man, salute to you. I'm so ballsy, salute to you. We're going to convert you, my brother, believe it. We're going to get you to turn around sooner or later. Kevin Milton, salute to you, my man. Thank you for coming in, as always. Once a Nick, always a Nick. JJ, Lewis, thank you. Banging Nation, salute to you. Tim Smith, my man. Jermaine, thank you for coming in earlier. Johnny Davis, Gilberto from Brazil. Gilberto, salute to you. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you as well, Fabian, Pudge, Nice, in the old chat, man. Tim Smith, like I said, everybody. Griffs, Leighton Griff, salute to you. Darren, salute to you. West Coast Knicks, my man. Will, salute to you as well. Colorado in the building, always showing some love. Let's get a Canal, my man. Salute to you as well. Everybody, listen, y'all enjoy the game, man. We'll see you cats in a couple of days. Game day, man. Let's go get it popping, New York. Let's go get this W, man. That's what to do. Shout out, my brother. I'll holler at you later.
You're ready.
Salute, man. Peace, everybody, man. We see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This real talks the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena. With the click, that's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage, be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo. As they took my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 decks on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.